Alright, so we tried to submit basic form, but still there are few elements left to how to handle drop downs and radio buttons. I will come back to these points later. Before that, we need to completely understand different type of locators and their syntaxes. That discussion is still pending. So let's continue focusing on that before we come back to handle these drop downs. Okay, for that I will take now another website. You will get monotony if I use the same website to continue my teaching for that locators demo. Salesforce. I will try to explain the login form of Salesforce. Salesforce login. Yeah, reach this page directly, login.salesforce.com. Again, right click, inspect. You are now champ in knowing how to find this username. So edit boxes here. You can actually use find element by .name. Good. You have find element by .id also, and you can actually use find element by .class as well. And you see that there are multiple classes here: input, r4, void, empty8, username. And by seeing this, everyone can tell that this class looks little unique, and then you can say by .class name, username. So 4 different ways you can generate this, and of course export and CSS for any element. So that means this edit box is so special that you can use all the locators except link text is something different. I'll come to this later. So you can use all these locators to find out this edit box. Great. But I'm going to show you something different apart from all this. You all know by now how to generate CSS for this. Syntax tag name attribute equals to value. Now, if there is an ID, how to generate CSS for it? We all know again, we will simply say attribute ID equals to username, hit an enter, and that got highlighted because this is the syntax we have been learning from last 2 lectures. Attribute equals to value and tag name is optional if you give or not. But without giving all this, CSS also provide another way to create CSS if you know the ID. So that another syntax is generating CSS from ID, tag name / ID, and that will be turned as a CSS. Okay, you can create CSS using an ID like this. Okay, so what is tag name here? Input hash ID username, enter. You see that edit box is being highlighted. So this is also valid CSS. Okay, this is another way to create CSS if you know the ID of that element. This syntax is only valid for ID attribute. Don't think that I can use a type attribute or any other attribute here. Only if you have ID you can use hash. And tag name is always optional. You can remove that as well. Again, you see that it's how simple and unique to get a CSS for this. Okay, let's try to write a script out of it. You can use either crow path or use console to do the same. It's up to you. Okay, tomorrow this crow path may not be there. Who knows? Because all these are third-party plugins. But this is so strong currently. Everyone is using this. If that is not there, or if that is disabled in your company, then click on console tab here, and yeah, this is how you can generate with the dollar and then hit an enter. You see that? Move your cursor on this and top it's highlighted because one result found, and this is how you can confirm whether whatever you provided is correct or not. So in the initial days only you will do all like this. Once you get comfortable with Selenium locators, you will not use all this crow path and console to find it. You will actually directly write it in Selenium test. When I develop script, I will never see this, because by seeing this with an experience, you will know that whatever you have written is correct, and directly you will apply it in the test. Let's have new file and then say locators extension, because the discussion is still continuing. Okay, so I can copy invoking the Chrome browser. Once the entire test is done, I will simply run this test in Firefox as well, and I will show you that it's independent of browser. You just need to change one step and complete code whatever you write will just work on Firefox. Alright, so this is the new website. So I want to say import your WebDriver package. Driver.get. Right. So once you are on that page, driver dot find element by CSS selector, and then give that CSS selector inside it, and you want to enter username into that edit box. So you all know that send keys is a method which will help you to enter something. Nice. Next, password. Again, you have ID, but you don't have name this time. Now, you can also generate CSS using class name. Yeah, you can use tag name class equals to value, that is fine. But just like how I told hash, if you want to get CSS just with class name, then you have syntax called dot. Let me show this here. Yeah, tag name dot class name. If it is ID, you have to put hash. If it is class name, then use just dot. That's it. And that will be turned as a CSS. Dot. And what is the class name? So many classes are there here. Let's select one unique class, which is password. Password. And tag name is optional. You see that? One element matching. This is your CSS. This looks so simple, right? You can also write this with by.classname.password, but CSS is a faster locator than any other locator in Selenium. Faster in the sense, faster in identifying the object on the web page. So you may not see it visually, that differences, but some minute milliseconds, CSS runs faster than other locators. So that's why people mostly suggest to use CSS. But again, there is a big debate on that. I don't want to go in that. But ultimately what I can tell you is, whichever locator you think is a unique to identify that element, use that. Nice. So basically this particular text I am showing that there are different ways that you can also generate CSS. Let me say shit. Now, if I want to clear whatever I entered in the box, now I entered Shetty, right? If I want to clear this, there is a method in WebDriver or Selenium. Send keys is to send information in that edit box, right? Similarly, there is a method called clear, which clears all the input present in that edit box. Okay, so now when you run this test, it will enter Rahul Shetty in the edit box, and then it clears Shetty again immediately with this clear method. Let's see. You see that it entered and cleared. If you did not see, just scroll your video again few seconds back and observe that. And yeah, I just want to show there is a clear is another method. So till now, what are different actions we saw? We saw clear, send keys, click, and then text. What else we do actually when we try to browse? We generally click on elements, we try to enter something, and then we grab the text. So we are mostly covering all the basic actions, whatever we need for web automation. Great. We are slowly progressing and reaching our uphill. Okay. Now, I missed talking about this link text locator, right? Now let me tell you about that. If there is any link in your web page, then you can identify that link using text which is present on that link. Okay. Now for example, forgot your password is the link. So if you spy here, and there is a tag called anchor A. So one thing remember, that if it is a link, then definitely in HTML the tag name will be A. If you don't see tag name as A, though it looks like link, it is not link as per HTML standards. So first confirm if it is a link or not by saying this tag name anchor A. So once you confirm, now carefully copy this text, because Selenium is providing us one locator called identify the element with the link text. So now I will simply pass this text. Automatically Selenium will pull up all the links present in the page, and it will try to see which link text matches with the text what user is sending. When it matches, then it clicks on that. So you need not rely on any locators. This is another advantage to handle links in using Selenium. Find element. Okay, let's write few and you will get that option. Find element by, you see that link text and partial link text. Partial link text is like you can provide partial text instead of providing complete link. It's like a regular expression. Based upon regular expression, it gets that. Alright, and this is your forgot your password is the link, and that's it. What you want to do now on that link? We just need to click on that. Okay, and now run your test. It will try to identify this text based upon the link. And do remember, this locator only works when anchor is A for the text what you are retrieving. Now for example, remember me is the text. If you want to grab this text and if you use link text, it won't work because tag name is not label. Tag name is label but not A. Let's see very quick if that link is clicking or not. Awesome, it clicked and we reached another page. Alright, so that's about handling link text. There is one more locator called tag name. I don't want to talk about this now because let's progress for a few more lectures and then I will bring this. This is super interesting to create some complex code. I'll get back to you soon on that. Not now at least, for next few lectures. Okay, that's it I have. We'll see you again in the next lecture. Thank you.